One night, Daniel had a dream. This is his description of what he saw. In my dream, I saw a great storm on a mighty ocean. Then 4 huge animals came up out of the water. The first was like a lion, but it had eagle's wings, and as I watched, its wings were pulled off so that it could no longer fly. The second animal looked like a bear with its paw raised, ready to strike. It held 3 ribs between its teeth. The third of these strange animals looked like a leopard, but on its back it had wings like those of birds, and it had 4 heads. Then, as I watched in my dream, a 4th animal rose up out of the ocean, too dreadful to describe and incredibly strong. It devoured some of its victims by tearing them apart with its huge iron teeth, and it had 10 horns. As I was looking at the horns, suddenly another small horn appeared among them, and 3 of the first horns were yanked out, roots and all, to give it room. This little horn had a man's eyes and a bragging mouth. I watched as thrones were put in place, and the Ancient of Days, the Almighty God, sat down to judge. And as I watched, the brutal 4th animal was killed, and its body handed over to be burned. Next I saw the arrival of a man brought there on the clouds from heaven. He was given eternal power over all nations of the world. I was confused, so I approached one of those standing beside the throne and asked him the meaning of all these things. He replied, "These 4 huge animals represent 4 kings who will rule the earth. This 4th animal is more brutal than any of the others. His 10 horns are 10 kings that will rise out of his empire. Then another king will rise and will destroy 3 of them. He will defy the Most High God and wear down the saints with persecution and try to change all laws, morals, and customs. God's people will be helpless in his hands for 3.5 years. But then the Ancient of Days will come and take all power from this vicious king. Then every nation under heaven and all their power shall be given to the people of God. They shall rule all things forever, and all rulers shall serve and obey them." That was the end of the dream. When I awoke, I was greatly disturbed, but I told no one what I'd seen. It is widely accepted that the 4 kingdoms of Daniel 7 are the same as the 4 kingdoms of Daniel 2. The lion represents the Babylonian Empire, the bear represents the Medo-Persian Empire, the leopard represents the Greek Empire, and the 4th beast is represented by the Roman Empire. The 10 horns, or 10 kings of the 4th beast, match with the 10 toes of the statue. The little horn is the first sight in the Bible of a final king who will rise in the last days. He will destroy 3 of the first kings. He will defy God and persecute God's people for 3.5 years. He will seek to change laws, morals, and customs. The Apostle Paul calls him the man of rebellion and confirms he will be destroyed by the return of Jesus. John the Apostle calls him the Antichrist and sees him in the book of Revelation as the beast. The beast continues for 42 months, which is the same as 3.5 years. Daniel's dream confirms what we learnt in Daniel 2 and gives us extra information about the last world leader, the Antichrist. More information about the Antichrist is found in the later chapters of Daniel, and we look forward to seeing you there. God bless you. Bye-bye.